Hi there, this is Bridget from the PlannerSpeechie. Welcome to the channel. Today I'm going to be doing a plan with me for February 21st through the 27th, 2022. I'm going to be using this kit from ScribblePrintsCo called Making History. You can check out the sticker haul where I talk about this kit a little bit more right up here. I haven't opened it since the last time I did the sticker haul, so let's see. I need to remind myself what's actually in here. Okay, so we've got this really great art, which I'm choosing because this week is President's Day, and I wanted to use this art anyway, so I'm digging that deco. Okay, so we've got a little bit of a red, white, and blue theme going on, and really cute full boxes. Okay, so I'm trying to remember, because this is the mini kit. So I'm seeing dates, but not date dot, like numbers. So I'm gonna have to pull those in. And I was considering doing some silver, but I think I'm gonna skip it because it's gonna look too busy with this art. So let me go ahead and just pull in. I also have this, I'm going to be using this full box, which has the snow on it, because then I can save this art and use it for other president things, like 4th of July or something like that. Okay, so let's go to our foils and date dots. I technically don't need to use foil because yeah, you know what? I think I'm going to go to my other sticker album here. This is from Charlotte's Paper Company, where I have saved a lot of my date dots. So here we go. Oh, see, look. So this is perfect because, oh, it's missing 21. Let's see. You know what? I will do, let's see, I have another one. I try and keep them as cohesive as possible so that I can. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to use the 21st through the 26th here, and then I'll just pull this 27 sticker right up. And that way, everything will be more cohesive. So yeah, this is why it's good to save your stickers. Okay, so putting that away. I've got those. Now this is that same kind of glossy paper that I think I'm going to need to do the Sharpie pen again, which I'm not crazy about, to be honest, because this is the only one I have, and it's getting a little janky looking on top. Anyway, all right, so I've got my stickers, I've got my coffee, I've got a candle. This candle, I just got it from Bath & Body Works this week. It's brand new. It's called Lakeside Morning. It has a really strong throw, maybe because I'm just not used to the scent, but anyway, all right, so I'm going to come back in a voiceover and speed things up. All right, so let's dive right in. I apologize for the shaky video and the fact that there are jumps in it because I actually had to do this plan with me over a couple of days. We had a lot going on the weekend before, and then I knew that I had President's Day off, so I wasn't rushing myself. I like to enjoy putting stuff down and narrating at the same time. It's fun. But anyway, I loved the colors in this kit. I decided to do a reverse block where I would start with the red and go through the color block as normal, but then I would reverse it. So there's only one day where I use the really dark navy. But I like this very pretty kind of light sky blue and then the turquoise. Amazing representation. Very cool colors, and I loved it. This was a really challenging week overall, and being able to narrate and look back on this as I'm doing it. Of course, I had no idea what was coming on Thursday. None of us did. And I'm talking, of course, about the invasion of Ukraine by Russia. And I was just really looking forward to having a day off on President's Day. That meant I didn't have a day off. I had to work, but I was working from home, which meant I had a little bit of extra time to sleep in the morning. I had more cuddle time with my husband. And we had been dealing with an emotional roller coaster of highs and lows. So I will get into it. First, I'm just laying down that full scene, which came out looking so great. It's really tricky when you're splitting it up because you need the scene to line up. It looks slightly askew actually now that I'm looking at it. It's not perfectly lined up. And I wish more kits would have what Crafty Banana does, which is that little strip to connect the center so that the scene isn't broken up like that. I decided to put President Biden on President's Day because I figured that would be the way to go. I considered doing all of the art in the middle and then just doing top and bottom, but I didn't like the way that looked. So I wanted to use as many of the full boxes as possible because they are just all so good. And I'm going to save that White House box. And I even used the puppies. Very sweet kit. I was a little precious with the deco as I was laying stuff down because it was so cute, but I also didn't want to use it in the wrong way. So I ended up not using as much of the deco in this kit as I probably should have. So I'm just setting up the sidebar. I wanted to mark 2 things this week. I ended up using some of the extra darker headers, which was perfect because I only needed 1 set for 1 day. Just putting in a cleaning tracker, and I decided to put a little flag in that spot and mark it with some flower decor. And I was going to write something here, and spoiler alert, I never actually did it. So, oh well. There it is. It looks great, doesn't it? There's going to be nothing there. So I'm tracking my sleep, and I'm also tracking finishing my daily logs for my students. It took me an entire day, the entirety of President's Day, to catch up with all my logs. I was that far behind. It was very scary, but I was able to get everything done. And thank God I had those professional development teacher work days. So cut to the jump. The first day was President's Day. I wanted to mark I chose the Polaroid of 2 little girls watching Kamala Harris do her speech, which is a very classic piece of art in history now. Very, very cool. I can't tell if this spread is more an homage to Kamala Harris or Biden, but it's all good. I'm happy about both of it. I remember when this kit came out, there was some controversy. People were a little upset that she chose to do this. And to those people who are watching this and are going to comment the same thing, like how could you pick something? Small business shop owners are entitled to their opinions just like everybody else. And if you don't share that political opinion, that's fine. It shouldn't prevent you from ordering any of the other amazing kits that she has. I love this kit. You don't have to. That's all I'm going to say about that. So I just put in a Teddy Plan sticker just to mark what I wanted to do, the daily logs, data sheets, and teacher handouts. I did one of those 3 things, and I still felt accomplished. I decided to put in a Once More with Love sticker to mark that I needed to finish the reports, and I ended up taking that out and putting in a script work from home sticker that I already had in my collection because I wanted to use them up. This is a Chic Blossom Prints foiled gold home sticker that said relax at home. That sort of happened, not totally, but a little bit. I wanted to mark that I was going to have a meal and then write what that meal was. Never went back. But yeah, so on Tuesday, this kit came with work stickers, so I decided to mark my hours. And that is a really cute speech therapy sticker from Twin Mermaids. I do lots of group work with the middle school because the way the kids' schedules work, I can only pull them at very specific times without interfering with their core curriculum. So it's nice to have that big, thick sticker because it actually represents several groups worth of work. But it's kind of chronologically accurate. So I have to do a planner meeting once a week from now until April 1st because we have some outstanding paperwork meetings that need to happen, and so in order to make sure that those are going smoothly and accurately, we have to meet once a week as a group to just go over the spreadsheet and make sure that we're not leaving anybody out. I just went ahead and marked another Once More with Love sticker for my 8th grade groups, I should say. And then I decided to mark session planning because that also was important. And actually, a really good amount of session planning, like a concentrated session planning session, can last the whole month if you do it right. Because I definitely reuse materials depending on ages, depending on goals, and I think work smart, not hard definitely applies when you're session planning. Because if you do it right, you should be able to use similar activities over and over and over again, sometimes even with the same kids, if they haven't fully met or grasped the concepts you're trying to work with them on. That's a bad sentence, but it's okay. And I do think that this particular day, I got so much good stuff done that I essentially planned for the next 3 weeks for my middle schoolers, and I feel good about those plans. And that was worth the 40 minutes I took to do it. And I don't always have that kind of time, but I did. Okay, so just marking on Wednesday that I was back at the middle school. I'm using that teal color block this time. Oh, Tuesday nights, we've been watching The Gilded Age because we don't stay up late enough to watch it live, and to be honest, it's not exactly worth staying up for. I love Julian Fellows, and I love Gosford Park, and of course Downton Abbey, but I am not super in love with the show as much as I want it to be. I love Christine Baranski, and I love Cynthia Nixon, and I love a lot of the performances that I've seen, but the storyline is really, really slow and a little pedantic, and I want more from it. I think there could be more, so. Wednesdays are my crazy day where I have speech therapy straight from 7:45 to 11. So I was trying to catch up with paperwork. I did not Zoom with friends. I canceled the Zoom session with my friend for Disney because she was hosting her parents. But I also had a crazy headache. It was just nonsense. It was really tough. So on Thursdays, just marking in the take and bake. So Thursday, of course, was some pretty horrific stuff. I had several IEPs, lots of therapy. I did later on write in Russia invades Ukraine in that full box where I put the flower deco because I try and go back in my planner and mark the things that are important and relevant, things I will want to know and look back on later. So that's what I did with that space. I'm just prepping ahead. Sometimes it's easier for me to lay the stickers down for things I know are going to happen later in the week, especially when it's further in the week. So that could be part of why I did that. Just going back, laminate materials. Still haven't done it. Still haven't bought laminator sheets. holding myself accountable, guys. I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, so I ended up writing in jerk chicken. See, so now we're jumping ahead. Now it is Thursday. I'm filling in the rest of my week. So you can see how my week is going. I kind of really did it as a plan with me. So I wrote Russia invaded Ukraine, confirming meetings, prepping for IEPs, and now I'm thinking about literally tomorrow at this point in time. So it's the 25th. I like to do priority stickers on Fridays because it's helpful for me to see what I need to really focus on to prep me properly for the next week. I did this like double layer of quarter boxes that I'm not super proud of. The funny part about both of those IEP meetings is that they were both canceled. The first one was canceled before I even got to work. The second one had to be rescheduled because there was information missing and the parent couldn't attend. And if you've never been on an IEP meeting, you are not allowed to hold the IEP meeting unless the parents have given explicit consent that you can do so without them there. But we did not have that paperwork, so we scheduled the meeting again. I'm literally writing something to myself. This week was hard. You did your best, and next week will be better. Signed, Past Bridget. That's what I write below on that Once More with Love sticker. I had a house meeting on Friday afternoon, which was really sweet. It's basically where once a month we have our school is separated into houses, and so the kids do an activity, and we did rocket launchers to mark Sally Ride for her courageous efforts in the frontiers of space. So we did daily logs. I cleaned my desk and finished reports. I think I did 2 of those things. But again, this was a roller coaster of a week. It felt like the world had gone topsy-turvy, made me wonder if we were in the beginnings throes of World War III. I watched Biden speak about sanctions, and then the next day imposing sanctions, and then watching all of the horrific coverage. It was just insane to know that I was going to bed and on the other side of the world, really, really terrible things were happening. And that is always true. But I think it was just a little bit crazy and unexpected at this point. So on Saturday, we were going to go to see a house that we had made an appointment for the following week. And we realized it wasn't worth it. It was too much. There was an open house available, and we decided not to go because open houses just stressed us out. We did make an appointment to see one home available for sale in our neighborhood, which was at 6 o'clock. We went to that, and it actually pushed us closer to the new builds. So hopefully something will come along that will make sense for us to do that, but we're going to know a lot more later on. So hopefully I'll have an update on that for you at some point. But I double flagged that Sunday morning breakfast because I was running out. I wanted to use as many of the flags as I could. So just marking our waffles and eggs breakfast. And then it was just we tried to relax on Sunday. Yeah, Saturday night I had a panic attack. A really bad panic attack where I was nauseous and waking up and in a bad spiral, and it was really insane. So I was able to get out of it by myself. I had to breathe into a paper bag, but it was really intense. And I don't recommend it. It was the first sign that my body was really telling me something was really wrong. So I made some changes into the following week that I think have helped. We ended up watching Brooklyn, one of my favorite movies with Saoirse Ronan. based on the novel by Cole Tobin, and I just love this movie and this story. And it was really fun to watch it with my husband because he'd never seen it. Okay. So I had plans to listen to all my outstanding audiobooks and read all the books that came in through Libby, my favorite app, but it didn't happen. So now I'm just flipping to try and grab a really cute birthday sticker to celebrate my friend's 35th birthday. She had a joint birthday party with her 2-year-old daughter. It was really cute. All right, I'm going to zoom back out again, but some finishing touches. And yeah, what a week. This was a really, really crazy week. Okay, so here it is. This is how my weekly spread turned out. It is so colorful and incredible. I like the way I did everything. I think worked out really, really well. I used the majority of the sheets. I have a couple of deco things here, but honestly, these are I can use these anytime. This is kind of timeless work. I love it. I use most of the flags. I have a couple of little flags left. And then again, here, the other sheets I don't even have anymore because they're gone. I just used everything on the other sheets. So this is a perfect size kit for me. I think it actually is exactly what I need. And I'm just thrilled with how this turned out. This has been the most ridiculous week. Emotionally, it's like, so I'll just tell you right now, this part of the video I am filming right here on Thursday. Some really terrible things have happened today, and it has kind of, I'm not a nationalistic person, but like the fact that I chose this week to honor this spread the way I have, and knowing what's happening in Russia and Ukraine right now, it's just, I'm not always grateful for what I have, but today I really am. So it's been a very, very crazy couple of days, and I don't know what the state of things is going to be like when this video that I'm uploading actually gets uploaded. So for, everyone out there who's praying for the Ukraine, keep doing that. Keep sending resources. Do whatever you have to do. Thank you so much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you soon.